Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for the voice, they know.
It's time to color down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
I can see your freedom, I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. The saints, my love. Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for the voice, they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
Well, folks, it's Friday night when you're hearing this. We're recording it on Monday night, as we've been doing all during pandemic, which has an end in sight maybe, but it's going to be several months before enough people in the U.S. get the vaccine for it to start taking hold. You have to have between 70 million and 85 million. And we're at 2 million right now, so we got a ways to go. But they're starting to gear it up and get it out there faster, so that's a good sign. Hopefully by the springtime, we'll get near that number that they want us to start hitting to get herd immunity. It doesn't happen without vaccines, folks. It doesn't happen just because you're taking the precautions. Precautions help, of course. It keeps you from getting sick, keeps you from getting other people sick, but without the vaccine, we're just going to keep cycling in and out of this, in and out, and in and out. And I know some of the units have already experienced that, where the numbers went up, the numbers went down, the numbers went up again. And Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah, I almost forgot. I've been working on a New Year's show for Wide Open Spaces, and got so New Year'd out on it. Like to forgot to tell my folks. Huh?
Resolutions?
No. I really don't make New Year's resolutions. I just try and keep being good. For me, that's tough enough.
I'm telling John that our gym, we ought to call it resolutions, because everybody wants to come the first couple of months, and then after that, they just don't come around anymore. So really,
well, you jack the price up the first 2 months and then let them slack off after, or the other way.
They pay the annual fee and then they just don't come. So,
well, that's up to them. I guess it's easy money for y'all. Less wear and tear for you to go take care of,
Yeah,
well, folks, we've got to.
2021 is better than 2020.
Well, it will be, but it'll take us a couple of months to get to that point, and folks, just keep taking the precautions. And when you get an opportunity to get your vaccine, get it. Because it's not just you. It's everybody around you. It's everybody down your block, down your street, down your highway. It's everybody. And you may think it's all about you, but nothing in the world is all about you. So with all that said, I'm going to move on and get the show started. We've got a good show for you tonight. First up is Miss Jennifer Erschabek. Then we have the Death Row Angels. We've got Dave Atwood, who I do not see on here. Oh yeah, I do. No picture, but I see his name there. And then Daniel Minisini, who we'll have at least 2 minutes for. And he shakes his hand at me. At any rate, a good show. Miss Jennifer, how you doing? Got to unmute.
David muted me. I'm doing great, and I wanted to wish everybody a happy new year, and I'm so ready to be done with 2020. It's just, and I know everybody inside is also, but like you said, you know, vaccines are the way to it, and that's what I want to talk about tonight. But first, I want to give a shout out to all my friends out there who've been doing the letter writing, and especially to Earl McBride, who sent me some very special information about earned time credit and truth in sentencing stuff that went down in Texas that I found interesting. So I'm going to use that when we visit our offices and talk about earned time credit. So that'll be part of our strategy, that along with the sentencing guidelines, which says, you know, that the parole board should release between 30 and 40% of everybody they review in a certain guideline level. And so if we can get more people eligible, that'll get more people paroled, hopefully. So we're developing some strategies. We're talking to DAs to get them to support us, some of the progressive DAs. I know Sharon talked to Crusoe up in the Dallas area today, and they said that they would support us. So we'll keep on fighting with that. But tonight I wanted to talk about vaccines because my background is in public health. I had 28 years at the state health department, and my last years were in public health preparedness, specifically in pan flu and bioterrorism. And so that's a topic that's near and dear to my heart. And I can't tell you how much vaccinations have done for the public health of people in history. It was clean water and vaccinations that have lengthened the lifespan of people in this world. And that's just how important it is. I wanted to talk about some of the rumors and answer any of the questions that I can. I've been trying to read up on this because I want to send a fact sheet in and see if we can dispel some of this. And the first thing to tell everybody is the COVID-19 vaccine will not give you COVID. Okay, it's made up of a messenger RNA component that's injected in a substrate into a muscle in your arm. What it does is it teaches your immune response, it activates your immune response system to start building a defense towards COVID. And what it teaches it is to recognize the spikes on the surface of the virus, and that's what it reacts to. So hopefully, with that said, is with the new variants of the COVID coming out, that it'll still also recognize that. But again, we don't know. It's still all too new. So the only things that should happen with a vaccination is some people will get a reaction to a sore arm. It's kind of like the flu. The next day they might feel a little body aches and fever or chills, and it should last for 24 hours and then go away, and then you should be fine. But you'll have a sore arm because it goes into the muscle. There have been some rumors about TDCJ injecting microchips or tracking devices through the vaccine, and that is absolutely not true. If you wanted to do that, you wouldn't inject it into a muscle, right? Let's think about this common sense. So that is absolutely not true. That's a not true rumor.
Miss Jennifer, you know what? A lot of the people that pass that thing around don't realize that a microchip that tiny doesn't have capacity for a battery to tell it to do anything, to power it to do anything. You can make one, but the life cycle on it's about 3 or 4 minutes. So injecting somebody to track them for 3 or 4 minutes is a worthless idea to begin with. You know, and everybody out here has their cell phone, which tracks you and knows every word you say and everything else. You carry that voluntarily. So there's no need to microchip. That's just nonsense.
Well, and then the other rumors I hear is, you know, that the adverse reactions and then people don't want to inject foreign substances into their bodies, but they take medications all the time. It's just in a different form. You know, whether it's ibuprofen, aspirin, an antibiotic, or anything like that, you know, they're taking it in a different form. And this just happens to be, you know, in a liquid form that you inject into your arm muscle. So
if you eat that TDCJ food, you don't know what you're getting in the first place. So
well, that's another thing I wanted to clear up is you can't catch COVID by eating food prepared by someone who's sick. I want to talk about that also because the acids in your stomach will kill the virus. So you can catch a lot of stuff in the chow hall, but you can't catch COVID from eating the food. So let's put that one out there too. Like King said, there have been over 2 million vaccinations so far in the country. There have been some allergy reactions to it, but that's to the substrate. They think it's from the polyethylene glycol that they have the virus in that's in the arm. And the people who have the severe reactions are people who have had reactions to vaccinations before. So they kind of know who they are. The second fact about allergy reactions is they're supposed to have you wait, you know, for 15 minutes after your shot, because if you're going to have an allergic reaction, you'll know immediately. You'll know within the first 5 or 10 minutes. And then all it takes is some epinephrine to fix it. Benadryl, you know, will fix it. So just something to tap down those histamines that are reacting to the antihistamines that are reacting to the substrate. So don't be afraid of that. You have to be much more afraid of what COVID can do to your body than what the vaccine can do. So cowboy up and get vaccinated. Also, there are some people they advise, you know, not to get vaccinated. And of course, those are the allergic people. And then some people who are, you know, I don't know who I've seen shouldn't be vaccinated, but those few that choose not to, that's who the herd immunity protects. I mean, herd immunity creates a wall of well people around others to protect them. Let's see about if you get a vaccine, it will not cause you to test positive on your COVID-19 tests that they administer. And people who have gotten sick with COVID-19 can still benefit from getting the vaccination. You build up a slight immunity to COVID, but because it's so new, they don't know how long it lasts and they don't know how strong it is. And currently, this vaccination elicits a very strong reaction, and then you get a booster in 3 to 4 weeks, depending upon which one you get, to really boost that immunity. Getting vaccinated can prevent you from getting sick with COVID-19. They don't know if it'll prevent you from carrying it. They suppose that it will, but they haven't proved that yet. About inmates getting COVID, they're not first on the list and they're not last on the list. And they're not using them as science specimens to test the vaccine. So just that's already been done. We were talking earlier, my son has even volunteered do a clinical trial with the new AstraZeneca vaccine, which will be the third one to come out. So they're not using inmates to test the vaccine.
You know, they've actually tested these vaccines on tens of thousands of people before they got their modified approvals. So
Right.
it's not like you're anywhere near the first end of the line.
Yeah, the 30,000, I think. Yes, that's true. And they plan to give it to all medical and healthcare service people. Texas has altered the order in which they're going to give it, because 1A was to be healthcare providers and 1B was the CDC recommended essential workers, but instead they're moving people with high-risk medical conditions and people older than 65 to be in the 1B group. So they'll get it after the medical care. And then will come the essential care workers, which will be the correctional officers. And unfortunately, you can volunteer to take it or not to take it. So it's not required, which I think, you know, especially in a prison system with correctional officers, it should be required, because like I know in some nursing situations, nurses are required to get the flu shot so they don't give their patients, you know, flu when they work in the hospital. So there's that. And the mRNA in the vaccine will not alter your DNA. So that's another rumor that is absolutely not true. They have just come out with a new recommendation today about people with weakened immune system and autoimmune conditions and Guillain-Barré, and then also Bell's palsy, which they've had a few instances of it, but they can't prove that it was actually a reaction to the vaccine or just naturally occurring. CDC still recommends that all those people with those underlying conditions get the vaccination. People with other allergies, such as food allergies or mold or animal dander, that should not affect getting the vaccination at all. That has nothing to do with this type of vaccination. Let's see, through food. Already talked about that. And the only other thing I just want to stress is with COVID-19 is they have been talking about some long-term effects that you can have even after you've recovered to either your heart or your lungs or just your health in general. So it's just another reason why you should get the COVID vaccination to prevent getting it at all, because you don't know how your body's going to react. Hank, did you have any questions for me?
Well, I also wanted to comment that, you know, there have been some psychological after effects too. And a lot of people that get it out here, if you have a serious case, it takes you over a month to get over it. We had a friend, you know, a guy we know from KPFT had a fever over 101 for 22 days. And that would kill me. I mean, I'm telling you, I've had a liver transplant and that would absolutely kill me. It would shut my organs down. But so it's nothing to mess with, and getting the vaccine is way smarter. I'd rather feel bad for 24 hours than feel bad for a month. You know, do the math, folks. Also, just because it's a rumor that you heard and you choose to believe it does not make it true. You know, we're adults. We have a responsibility to fact check things. And in this day and age, when QAnon and everybody else is out there spouting off all kinds of nonsense, your responsibility is even greater. When somebody like Jennifer Erschabek comes on here and tells you these things, she's not spouting off rumors. She's talking because she had a career in healthcare and now has a career working with inmates and stuff. And this is a place where they've overridden each other. They've crossed the boundaries here, and she's able to bring information to you that is on the up and up. And how can they get a hold of you?
Oh, hold on. And, you know, memory loss is one of those things, you know,
yes,
with COVID that can be really detrimental. So we know with the healthcare is like in TDCJ. So understand that the best way to handle COVID is to prevent it. And one other thing I want to throw out there is COVID is a virus, and you can't. There's no treatment for it except through the immunology that they do, but antibiotics does not help it. So all they can do in the prison system is treat the symptoms, and that's with aspirin and rest and fluids. So if that's all you get, that's all they can do for you. So just be sure that if you get that shortness of breath, that you holler loud and long to get you to the hospital, because that's when it's getting desperate. So my address is Tifa at P.O. Box 300220, Austin, Texas 78703. Is that
Jennifer Erschabek, thank you so much for coming forward and addressing that for us. You know, it's good to have a reliable source on things, and I consider you a very reliable source.
Well, it's near and dear to my heart, you know, doing 28 years in public health. So please listen to the facts and don't buy into the rumors. Thanks, everybody. Happy New Year. See you next year.
Happy New Year. All right, we're going to rush right into our Death Row Angels. I see both of them are on here, which is great. That's a first in a little while. Miss Danny, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing.
And Miss Linda's not unmuted, but I want to find out how she's doing too. You're doing, and I see you look like you're in better shape from what I can see anyway.
I am in better shape than what I was, for sure.
Well, that's great. We're glad to hear that. Miss Linda, how about you?
I've got my good days and my bad days. You know, like sometimes I'm just fine, and then other times I've got brain fog. I can't think of anything. I can't clear my mind. It's crazy.
And you want to tell them why?
Because I had COVID pneumonia, and I was 2.5 weeks in the hospital, very, very ill. I thought I was going to die, actually, but I didn't. Well, it was bad. I don't wish COVID on anyone. It's horrible.
Well, thankfully you were able to get in the hospital and get it treated, and get over it. Well, really, they treated the pneumonia more than anything, didn't they?
Yeah, the pneumonia, and then they gave me that 2 drug, that Visitor or something, and then some other drug that they mixed with it, which they had just started at Methodist Hospital here in Sugar Land, where I live, and so they started me on it that very night that I went in.
Okay.
I think I had 5 doses of it.
Wow. And again, that's to treat the symptoms, you know.
Right.
Amazing. Well, what have y'all got for us this evening?
Well, I want to say good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row, and hello 2021. Can't wait. Wanted to remind everyone that we're recording this early on December 28th, and as usual, things will be coming out during the week, and we will be getting that information out to you if something comes up, of course. We hope everyone is staying safe, and as you heard, Linda and I have both had COVID, and we will be playing catch up in the weeks to come. We had some good news for Clifton Williams. The CCA reformed Mr. Williams' sentence of death to a sentence of life in prison with parole. While this is great news, we still have 6 scheduled executions. The next execution is Blaine Milam on January 21st. Please send the governor's number to all your friends and family, as we do every execution. It's 512-463-2000. Blaine was convicted out of Rusk County, and some people have been calling the DAs. We encourage anyone who would like to call the governor and the DA of Rusk County. Like we do every execution, regardless of the circumstances. Sorry, my phone rang. The prison show will be out covering Blaine's protests and all the protests. If you are in the Houston area or the Huntsville area, please join us at the Huntsville unit. Remember, no voice is too small. I cannot stress this enough. If you want to see the end of the death penalty, get up and do something about it. As of today, the execution schedule is Blaine Milam, January 21st, Edward Busby, February 10th, Romero Ibarra, March the 4th. Romero Gonzalez, April the 20th. Quentin Jones, May the 19th. John Hummel, June the 30th. And in other news, Ronaldo Denise, on December 7th, the Supreme Court denied your petition. John Hummel, on December 15th, the Supreme Court denied your petition. Ruben Gutierrez, you were distributed for conference again on December 11th, but then rescheduled again. On December the 7th, a supplemental brief by the state was filed at the Supreme Court. Blaine Milam, you were docketed at the Supreme Court on December 3rd, and your petition was submitted. The state submitted their opposition on December the 21st. Rigoberto Avala, you were scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court on January the 8th, coming out of the CCA. Jamal Howard, you are scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court on January 8th, coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Bartholomew Granger, on December 2nd, the state answered with brief and support at the district court. Paul Story, on December 7th, the state submitted their brief at the Fifth Circuit. John Rubio, on December 7th, the state issued their response in opposition to your motion for stay in abeyance. Chong Tong, on December 7th, Judge Atlas granted investigative funding. Dexter Johnson, on December 8th, a joint motion proposing dates for evidentiary hearing was filed in the district court. Clifton Williams, on December 9th, as mentioned earlier, the CCA reformed your sentence of death to a sentence of life in prison with parole. There was also a dissenting opinion filed by Yeary in which Keller and Slaughter joined. Carlos Ayestas, on December 9th, the CCA found that you have failed to satisfy the requirements of 1107. They dismissed the subsequent application as an abuse of the writ without considering the merits of the claim. Irving Davis, on December 11th, Judge Cardone ordered that your counsel file an advisory no later than Friday, December the 18th, informing the court of the status of your case, whether the court should lift the stay and administratively reopen your federal habeas case, and whether the court should proceed to address the merits of your federal habeas petition. John Thiessen, on December 11th, you filed a motion for leave to file a reply in support of your ex parte request for investigative funding. Obel Cruz Garcia, on December 11th, the state filed its answer and motion for summary judgment with brief and support. Then on December 21st, you replied to this. Okay. Carl Button, on December 14th, the Fifth Circuit denied your application for a COA and denied your motion for an oral argument. John Ballantyne, on December 14th, the Fifth Circuit calendared your case for video conference oral argument on Thursday, January 28th at 10 a.m. Elijah Jobert, you have a lot of stuff going on at the district court, but they are all sealed. If you don't have the information, I would write to your attorney and ask. The latest sealed document was December the 16th. David Rentera, on December the 17th, your petition was placed on the docket at the Fifth Circuit. David, I did get your message and will respond. John Rubio, on December 24th, you replied in support of a motion for stay in abeyance of federal habeas proceedings. Okay, guys, as a reminder, if you do not want your legal information read on the air, please let Linda or I know, because we don't know unless you tell us. Reyes and Rex on D9 over at the Ellis unit, and of course, Bruce Taylor. Great big shout outs to you. Love you. Curtis Robertson, great big shout out to you too. Farron Wardrop, Paul DeVoe, and Pac-Man, love you all. And Pete Sands at the Ramsey unit, love to you too. And I think Miss Linda had something.
Yeah, I don't have a poem tonight because no one sent me a poem, but I do have birthdays. Brittany Holberg, January 1st. Darlie Routier, January 4th. Luis Perez, January 8th. Willie Washington, January 12th. Larry Estrada, January 13th. Gary Green, January 14th. Franklin Davis, January 17th. Anthony Haynes, January 22nd. Tracy Beatty, January 23rd. Juan Segundo, January 25th. Moses Mendoza, January 26th. Carlos Trevino, January 28th. And then John Valentine and Willie Mason on the 30th. So that's all the birthdays for this month. And I just want to say, guys, I haven't been doing shout outs because I just haven't had the strength to do them. But I want to tell everybody hello and wish everybody a happy 2021 and hope things are better for all of us that year. That's all I've got.
Well, we thank y'all so much for coming on and doing it. I know you could both be in better shape, but we're glad that you're good enough to come on. It's been kind of a worrisome time without y'all, so we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome, and well deserved. Now, Mr. Dave Atwood, who I see over here, he needs to unmute and come to us.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
All righty, good. Well, it was really wonderful to have the Death Row Angels on tonight. Both of you have been through hell with the COVID, and thank God you're back on. That's wonderful. I want to also thank David and Hank for Christmas at the jail that they did this year. That was a lot of work, I know. And it wasn't quite at the jail, but it was close by, relatively speaking. And you did it. I mean, you did it. I didn't know if you were going to be able to pull it off, but you did it. So thank you for everybody for doing that.
Well, ideally, if everything went out, which I'm not sure it did because there were some families that didn't show up, but if everything went out according to plan, it was 45 families and about 138 kids.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I see the criteria for Christmas at the jail is that you got to have a really full beard. I can see that, you two guys. Anyway, greetings to all the guys on death row tonight. I hope this will be a happy new year for many of you. Well, we heard what Danny said about we have 6 executions scheduled. I hope that they will get called off, every one of them. We're going to end up 2020 a horrible year for this country and for everybody basically, but we've had 7 executions in the states and 10 federal executions, courtesy of Donald Trump and William Barr. The states that have had an execution this year are Alabama 1, Georgia 1, Missouri 1, Tennessee 1, and Texas 3, which is a very low number for Texas. But it was the COVID that stopped having more. We had more scheduled. That's a total of 17 executions in the United States for 2020. And so that number is a lot lower. It would have been only 7 if it hadn't been for the federal government. All these executions are unnecessary for the protection of society. They're unnecessary for making our country a good country. They're just unnecessary. You don't need to do this. State doesn't need to do it, and the federal government doesn't need to do it. And my hope is that President-elect Biden, when he becomes president, will speak out against the death penalty. Tell you the truth, I'm not going to hold my breath until he does it, because quite frankly, at the federal level, Democrats haven't been any better than Republicans, except for this recent thing that Trump and Barr did. So I'm hoping Biden will speak out. I really do. And stop the federal executions that are still on the book, and really speak out against executions at the state level.
Are you muted?
Now, I was really shocked and dismayed at these pardons that Trump just gave to his friends and his allies. I think it makes a mockery of the criminal justice system.
All right, now I'm muted.
Pardons. Now, there are some people that deserve pardons. I'm not saying I'm all against pardons. But when you do it to favor to your political allies and people that have really done terrible things, none of them got the death penalty. It's just wrong what Trump did. You know, we have now in a number of cities, I think in Texas, I think Harris County has it, Houston, Dallas. I'm not sure about how prevalent it is, but they've set up these conviction integrity units run by the district attorney's office. That's a great thing. That's a wonderful thing, because they're looking at some of these cases that have been where people got the death penalty years ago. And as I've said many times before, we know from the studies that have been done that there are economic biases in the system. If you're poor, you got a hard chore ahead of you, because you're not going to be able to hire the dream team. We know there are racial biases in the criminal justice system, and we know that there are geographic biases. Depending on which county you're in the state of Texas, we got 254 counties. Some DAs go for the death penalty. In other counties, the DA does not want the death penalty for any number of reasons and will not go for it. So you've got racial, economic, and geographic biases that have been baked into the death penalty for years and years. And a lot of people on death row never had a chance, really, because they're poor. If you were poor and you were a minority and you were from a place like Harris County or Dallas, I'm talking about the past more right than right now. But if you're one of those counties that like the death penalty, especially Harris County, well, good luck, because you didn't have much of a chance, quite frankly. So there are these conviction integrity units now that are looking at some of these older cases. That's good. Now, I don't know if anybody's going to get a pardon as a result of that. They might. But if they could get off death row, in my opinion, that's good too. The other thing I just wanted to mention quickly is that, you know, we've got, I think, roughly about 15 guys on death row in Texas that have been there for over 30 years. One of the criteria for getting the death penalty in the state of Texas is that you have to be a future danger to society. That's one of the criteria that the jury has to decide. Of course, the DAs always say you're going to be a future danger to society. They try to make that argument. But we've got, you know, we've got a lot of old timers, a lot of people that are not old timers on death row that are basically nonviolent people. Now, I'm not saying they didn't commit a crime originally, but they are pretty nonviolent people, and they have not done anything for years and years and years and years. And I think the people in the prisons could attest to that. The guards and the wardens. So, I mean, we got a guy like, there's one guy on death row right now who's 80 years old, and they're still trying to execute him. He's been there about 30 years, and they're trying to execute him. That is so horrible, horrific that that's going on. 80 years old. I think, quite frankly, that some of these guys that have been there all those years ought to be given a pardon. They're not going to hurt anybody. going to start giving pardons like Trump just did. What about these guys that have been in there for 30 years? What about somebody who's 80 years old or 70 years old or 75 years old? So I was really, when Trump gave those pardons, that really, what that said to me is that our criminal justice system, including the powers of the president, ought to be reviewed. There ought to be an evaluation. There ought to be an evaluation of the whole system, because we have such inconsistencies that I think the criminal justice system loses the respect of the average person. So I'm going to end up with that. I think that, again, I hope that 2021 will be a lot better for guys on death row and all the guys in prison, quite frankly. Sometimes these people, they get off death row, but they have a life sentence, life without parole. And a lot of those guys are listening in tonight. And a lot of them were very young when this happened, and they're having to spend the rest of their life in prison. I think the whole system needs to be reevaluated. That's my message tonight, Hank and David.
Well, sure appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on.
Now, let me see if I can get my thing under control again here. All right. Is that better?
Well, Hank, we hear you like if you were the Pope with a lot of echo.
Yeah, you got a lot of echo.
I didn't have it before.
Yeah, but the one up by your face was not muted before. Now you got it muted.
No, the one up by my face was muted when I was talking before.
No,
Well,
I muted it because you was talking to Linda. Try it now.
Then I don't need this at all then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
what animal is that?
Yeah,
See, I
really.
was having that trouble before when I was just using the phone.
What is your pet?
Yeah.
What is what?
Your pack said, what animal is that?
I think it's an elephant.
A dwarf elephant, a
Okay.
white dwarf elephant.
You can hear me fine, right?
Yeah, we can
Perfectly.
hear you.
Okay. Yeah, the problem is I can't use my headset when I do this. All right, so we've had all our reports except Daniel Minisini, who we normally reserve 2 to 3 minutes for, and tonight we'll give him some more time. Daniel?
All right, muy buenas noches a todos. Buen año, feliz Navidad recién pasada, feliz 2021. Como sabéis, estamos grabando todavía en el 2020, porque es 28 de diciembre, pero vosotros estáis escuchando ya en el 2021. Así que feliz año, y de verdad este año es uno de esos en los que uno manda las esperanzas de un feliz año de verdad, porque el año que hemos tenido, vaya año que ha sido. Feliz 2021 otra vez de parte de Daniel. Un abrazo a todos los que nos escucháis desde la cárcel, detrás de los barrotes, entre esos 4 muros, las familias y los amigos que os están ayudando desde fuera y que nos están escuchando desde aquí, que os van a llamar por teléfono para felicitaros igualmente que lo que estoy haciendo yo. Hoy hemos tenido una de las amigas más íntimas de The Prison Show, Jennifer, que trabaja para TIFA. Nos da muchas informaciones que necesitan las familias que tienen a un querido detrás de esos barrotes. Y en este caso, hoy nos ha hablado sobre la vacuna contra el COVID. Os vamos a dar algunas informaciones entonces, básicas, pero importantes. La vacuna que recibiréis no es obligatoria. Podéis ser voluntarios por una parte, diciendo yo levanto la mano y quiero que me hagan la vacuna por primero. O por otra parte, yo No quiero que me hagáis la vacuna del COVID. Está claro que aconsejamos desde todos los puntos de vista científicos, sociales, que os hagáis la vacuna. Yo mismo me la haré, Jennifer se la hará, algunos ya se la han hecho. Esto es para proteger a nosotros y para proteger a las otras personas. Ahora os explicaremos cómo vamos a proteger a las otras personas dándonos a nosotros mismos esta vacuna. Bueno, pues antes que todo, la vacuna no nos inyecta el coronavirus. Así que sepáis, lo que nos inyectan es un elemento que ayuda a nuestro cuerpo, a los elementos que tenemos en la sangre, en los músculos donde nos inyectan la vacuna, le permite a nuestro cuerpo reconocer esas espinas, esa morfología tan peculiar que tiene el virus, que como sabéis se llama coronavirus. Corona porque tiene una forma de una corona. Así que imaginaros así, como yo mismo tengo aquí arriba estas puntas encima de mi cabeza de la icona de Prison Show, así es el virus. Tiene unas puntas como las puntas de una corona. Sé también que muchos de vosotros no me podéis ver, así que lo describo con palabras también, porque quien sigue escuchando la radio no puede ver que detrás de mí tengo el icono de The Prison Show, donde detrás de mi cabeza salen los rayos de la poderosa antena de KPFT. Bueno, pues el coronavirus se llama así porque tiene esta forma con muchos pinchos que parecen una corona. Y al inyectarnos estos elementos reconocen la forma de la corona y entonces los anticuerpos empiezan a atacar, a funcionar esos elementos que combaten el coronavirus. Podréis tener un dolor en el brazo cuando os inyecten la vacuna, que la vacuna se inyecta normalmente en el brazo, se inyecta en un músculo y ese dolor pues puede durar unas 24 horas. A algunos le duele el brazo, a muchos otros no le duele para nada. Este dolor que se tiene al recibir el pinchazo no es nada diferente que el dolor típico de una inyección cualquiera, de una vacuna cualquiera que seguramente habéis recibido en vuestra vida, sobre todo cuando erais niños. Bueno, algunos mitos, falsedades que tenemos que aclarar. TDCJ no inyectará ningún tipo de microchip, ningún tipo de elemento extraño dentro de vuestro cuerpo. Estas son voces falsas, no tienen ninguna base. Queriendo explicar el por qué esto no tiene sentido, aunque fuese verdad, es porque un microchip no podría funcionar inyectado en un músculo. Y en cualquier parte del cuerpo que se introduciese funcionaría poquísimas horas o días. Bueno, es falso. No va a haber ninguna inyección de elementos extraños ni mucho menos de microchip en vuestro cuerpo de parte de TDCJ. Así que estáis seguros de que la vacuna es efectivamente para combatir el coronavirus. Otra cosa, otro falso mito. No nos podemos infectar de coronavirus a través de la comida que viene preparada con gente que está enferma del coronavirus. O aún peor, imaginemos que nos ponen el coronavirus en la comida. Bueno, pues ese virus que nos comemos en realidad se desaparecería, vendría eliminado por los ácidos gástricos que tenemos en el estómago. Otra cosa importante, las reacciones que se puede tener a la inyección del coronavirus, a la inyección contra el coronavirus, son las típicas, las personas que tendrán estas reacciones son las típicas personas que tienen alergias, que tienen reacciones a otras inyecciones. Y una cosa muy importante es que las reacciones ocurren 10 o 15 minutos después de la inyección. O sea que no esperéis que vais a tener una reacción un día, 2 o 3 días después de la vacuna. Lo normal es entre 10 y 15 minutos y esa es la razón por la que estamos bajo observación después de que nos hayan inyectado la vacuna. Ahora, ¿qué pasa? Que quien no se puede vacunar porque, por ejemplo, es alérgico o tiene muchos problemas, está muy enfermo, entonces será protegido por lo que se llama herd immunity. O sea que si todos nosotros nos inyectamos la vacuna y evitamos transportar el virus de una persona a otra, pues entonces, en un cierto modo, ayudamos a las personas que no tienen la posibilidad de vacunarse. ¿Y qué más? Bueno, pues un saludo particular a Denny y Linda, que como sabéis nos traen siempre noticias sobre el corredor de la muerte, porque las dos han estado muy, muy malitas, se han recuperado y nos están haciendo digamos, testigos a lo mal que se puede estar cuando se está enfermos de coronavirus. Después hemos tenido algunas noticias sobre el corredor de la muerte. En pocas palabras, este año 2020 se ha cerrado con 17 ejecuciones. Una vergüenza sabiendo que 10 de estas 17 han sido ejecuciones federales que han sido queridas fuertemente por el presidente Trump. Las otras 7 ejecuciones han sido 3 en el estado de Texas, una en Alabama, una en Georgia, una en Mississippi, una en Tennessee. Ejecuciones que nos recuerda nuestro amigo Dave, no protegen la sociedad. Son ejecuciones que no son necesarias y que hay decenas de estudios que lo han demostrado. Veremos ahora si el nuevo presidente Joe Biden está de verdad en contra de la pena de muerte, como ha declarado oficialmente. Dave dice que no se lo cree, no quiere creérselo hasta que no lo oiga hablar directamente contra la pena de muerte y hacer algo. Otra cosa antes de acabar, the very last minute before I conclude, es recordar que en el corredor de la muerte de Texas hay 15 personas que hace más de 30 años que están en el corredor de la muerte. Y es hora de hablar claro. Una persona, por ejemplo, que tiene 80 años, una persona de verdad que está con 80 años en el corredor de la muerte de Texas, que hace más de 30 años que está dentro, es una persona que no es peligrosa, que ya no es peligrosa. Y la razón por qué está en el corredor de la muerte es porque se supone que son peligrosas para la sociedad. Así que hay que hablar de esto, hay que debatir de esto. Nosotros creemos que esta persona y personas como esta no son peligrosas. A estas son las personas a las que habría que dar la gracia, como se llama, pardon de parte del presidente, o este sería uno de los temas de lo que tendríamos que hablar para solucionar este problema. Muchas gracias a todas. Otra vez, muy buenas noches. Feliz año 2021 de parte de Daniel. And happy 2021 to everybody.
Well, thank you, Daniel. Thank you for the good reporting, bilingual as always. I want to express to folks that I do not know what the break song is, but we have a break song tonight. And then when we go to the calls, I already count 46 callers on here between the ones that are online and the recorded calls that we have. So if we can, we need to keep them to 1 minute, please. I just need to get that out there now. So folks, prepare for 1 minute calls. So let's go ahead and get started with Miss Bella's recorded call.
Hey, Jedediah. Hey, baby, I love you and miss you, and I wanted to call in and thank you for all their beautiful and special Christmas gifts. Everything was awesome. And I've done shit. I'm not sure if I can figure out how to clean the guns with it, but I'm going to work on it. And I love the cookbooks, and the flowers were beautiful. And the cross necklace is just outstanding. I can't wait for you to see it in person. So I just wanted to thank you for everything, and we all had a good time. The kids had a great time. They had a lot of fun with the saran ball, and I took tons of photos for you. And Austin loved his watch, and Mason loved his tools and toolbox. And you don't know it yet, but we got Austin to pair of those ugly Canucks, the ugliest shoes in the world. But we got him to pair, and still can't believe I bought them, but we did. So, and he's in love with them. But anyway, you'll never guess what we're doing right now. We are in the Suburban, and we are driving to Florida. We are going to go down for just a couple of days to the outlet stores and get a load of this, Jedediah. It's roughly a 6.5 hour trip from our house to St. Augustine. Okay, your son is driving, so we've been on the road for 10 hours. We still have 4 hours left to get to St. Augustine because he has to stop and eat twice an hour, baby. I've got all the pictures of him everywhere he stops. So hopefully we'll get there before midnight. I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll be back tonight. And that's about it for Christmas.
Okay, folks, I need to also let you know, I got ahead of the game.
Hopefully I'll get to see you soon. So you take care and stay safe for me. Love you, Jedediah. Night, night, and sweet dreams.
Oh, okay, I think we're ready now. Okay, I also wrote down the order of the calls, so it may not go in the order of the screen, but I wrote them down early on in the call so that I would have people on in order and the order that came on. So we're ready to go with Abel.
Yes, good evening, The Prison Show. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. This shout out is going especially for Eustacio Escobedo Jr. at the Ramsey unit. We want to just encourage you on behalf of the family, remind you that we love you. We're always in our thoughts and our prayers. And just to encourage you that 2020 was a difficult year, but we know that God is preparing you and he's equipping you. 2021 is going to be the year that he's going to position you. And we're looking forward to 22, where it's going to be back-to-back, double for your trouble blessings. So we want to tell you that we love you. Stay encouraged, stay strong, and never give up. Stay safe and healthy. Thank God you haven't got COVID. We haven't either. We're looking forward to this new year. Let's get it going and keep it going. We love you, EJ. God bless you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. You know, folks, one thing we didn't mention earlier talking about COVID, now 1 in 17 Americans has tested positive for COVID. 1 in 17. And 1 in every 1,000 is dead. So take care. All right, let's go with Charles on the recorded calls.
Hi, what's up? It's a shout out to Big Chris, Erickson Unit. I love your homeboy. Sending you out a few pictures today. I get some more and I'll send you some more, man. Keep your head up. Do good, man. Just stay focused, man. For us to stay in touch lets me know what's going on with you, man. You're doing all right. Keep it up. I try to get you a J payout sometime the next day or two. Man, just stay focused, man. Let the haters hate. That's what they're going to do. They can hate all they want. I hate to love you, love to hate you. You know how that goes. Keep yourself focused, man. That's the main key. I can't stress that enough to you, Chris. And Popeye, you can hear this. I love you, man. Keep your head up. Don't be dancing with your cane. No, you hear that weird stuff. And Poncho, much love to you, homeboy. Keep your head up. Keep going. Ayala, how about them damn Cowboys, man? Huh? How about them Cowboys, man? Y'all keep your heads up. Poncho, we're coming to get them Washington team. Don't worry about it. Big Chris, Tom Brady's going to make it to the playoffs. Might get you a chance to see it. Everybody out there, man, y'all just do good, man. Keep your head up. Hopefully this COVID stuff will be off soon. And Big Chris, you let me know if I'm on the visit list yet. But I love you, man. I'm going to go ahead and get this wrapped up and send. Keep your head up, man. HAWB, man. HAWB. Let them hate.
Okay, Tom Harper, you ready for yours?
Yes, I am there, Hank. Good to see you. Happy New Year, everybody, to the Prison Show. I'm glad to see Danny and Linda back on with us. And a very happy New Year to all my incarcerated veterans and all who is incarcerated. And a special shout out to Clarence Bowman. I have Leroy, Adam Walker, Eric Robinson, Pete Sines, Carlos Garcia, Anthony Romero, Carlos Herrera, Charles Strickland, Michael Deans, Major Weeks, James Fetto, Robert Dickens, Vincent Williams, Mike Stewart, George De La Rosa, Jimmy Harris, Anthony Coleman, Billy Wright, and Rick Stevens, Chad Brubaker, Frederick Raines, Curtis Bell, Paul B. Walker, Frank Hayes, Morris Lumpkin, Richard Meade, Patrick Reeves, John Hanks, J.G. Donson, Robert Willis, Tony Gordon, and Jerry Hanna, and Ray Jacobs and Philip Lowe. Also want to mention that I checked with the VA today, and they have no idea when veterans or military personnel will be getting the vaccine shot. So hopefully I will have more information on that next week. Okay, Prison Show, good to see you guys. Happy New Year. See you next time.
We're ready for Miss Christina's recorded call.
Messages for Humberto Garza, the third at the Polinsky unit. I'm just calling to say thank you for the Christmas card, Primo. I love you and I miss you, and I hope you are doing well. It's hot here. We've got 80 degrees weather, so we're out in shorts and stuff, and just trying to stay safe. I hope you're well, and I love you very much.
All right, thank you. Diana, how you doing?
Good. Thank you, Hank. Thanks, David. Thank y'all for putting on the show, and Happy New Year's to everybody. Happy New Year's. And I want to send a shout out over to my son, Johnny, at the Polinsky unit, to Miguel, Robert Ryan Jr. over at the Clemens unit. Hope you're listening. And to the Kingdom Brawlers over at Polinsky, and to the Toastmasters also. Say Happy New Year's. And I want to say also to everybody, if you can hear us, please stay vigilant, wear your mask inside and keep your hands washed as much as you can. I know they don't give sanitizer, but just keep your hands washed and just stay vigilant. I just want to say that, and to tell you all who can hear us and all the units, Happy New Year. And just know that we're here and that we're thinking about you and that we care about you and we love y'all. So please take care of yourself. And Mijo, I hope I can talk to you tomorrow. I'm so glad I got to talk to you today. And I'm going to go ahead and stop there because I know there's a lot of people that want to say something. Happy New Year, everybody. God bless y'all.
Happy New Year. Okay, we're ready for our crash.
Shout out goes to all my brothers over there on Darrington Unit. What's up, C-Line? This first shout out goes to Brandon. Happy New Year's, brother. I got your letter. JR is doing good. He sends his love and respects as well. Yeah, no word back from Jarrett. Mom sent me a thumbs up on Christmas. Other than that, keep your head up. 2020 is gone. 2021 is your year. Be on the lookout for them books. Love you, brother. My next shout out goes to Walmart. Happy New Year's. Hope all is well. I got a hold of Megan, so keep your ears open. She should be sending you a shout out tonight as well. Hopefully you'll be home in a few more months, so keep your head up, brother. Just know we all love you out here. This next shout out goes to my brother Dusty. Happy New Year's, brother. May this year be easier than the last one. I know 2020 has been hard, but keep your head up. All the love and respects from the world. Love you, brother. This next shout out goes to Rifleman. Happy New Year's, brother. I had some eggnog for you on Christmas. I think Santa's reindeers ran me over. I had them old hoof marks on my chest. Love you, brother. I also want to give a shout out to Shane. Happy New Year's, brother. This next shout out goes to Hoss. Happy New Year's, brother. Heard you got your line 1 back. Hope you get over there on C line where all the brothers love you. This next shout out goes to Lone Star. Happy New Year's, brother. Hope all is well in there. Can't wait to see you out here. Get on these boats. Love you, brother. Next shout out goes to Chamaco. Happy New Year's to you as well. Hope you and yours is doing great. This next shout out goes to Rastin Tong. Tong lives. I also want to give a shout out to Plex. Happy New Year's.
Mike Lewis, you ready to do your shout outs?
Ready to wish everybody a happy new year. I'm excited about 2021 and I'm ready to toss 2020 away. So now I'd like to do some quick shout outs here to the guys of Texas, Dennis Hope, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Guy Alexander, Michelle Bateman, Manuel Marino, Michael Marino, Haas, K Money, Jovan, Philip Perez, Philip in Dallas. Tasha wants me to do shout out to Payday, Oz, Thomas, Matt. Shout out to Edward Rees, Adam Wilkerson, Barry Barrett. Shout out to John R. Green, Kenneth Keble, Thomas Ramirez, Robert Satillo, Fred D. La Raza, Wayman Spriggs, Ernest Matthews, Kelvin Dwayne Rivers, Christopher Dye. Special shout out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hopefully you're getting much better. Raymond Lee Cart and Christopher Dye. And I want to wish everybody a happy and prosperous 2021. It's going to get better for all of us. And now back to the sacrificial lamb on the Mighty 90 KPFT.
We're ready for Miss Evelyn's call.
Hola, hermano, te estamos hablando de aquí de Maryland. Ya sabes quiénes somos. Te queremos mucho. Te deseo un feliz año nuevo, que sea próspero y bendecido en salud. Te quiero al alma, tu hermana Eve. Aquí te paso Estebana.
Feliz año nuevo, tío. Lo quiero mucho. Ojalá que ese año traiga muchas bendiciones y lo quiero mucho.
Feliz año nuevo, tío. This is probably gonna get to you early, I think, but just do what you can, celebrate. Hopefully this new year is better for all of us. Yeah.
Feliz año nuevo, tío. Lo quiero mucho. I hope this year's better than 2020. I love you.
Ok, hermano, te quiero mucho. Esperemos que este año sea bueno para que te pueda ir a dar el abrazo, ok? Bye, hermano. Bye. Thank you, Christian Show. Be blessed this 2021. Bye.
Miss Melissa, we're ready for your call.
Hi, yes, I wanted to give a shout out to my brother Philip Gallegos at the Ferguson unit. Shout out to all the gentlemen there in the G unit with him. We wish you a good new year from all of the family here in Washington State. Everybody's doing good. We're staying away from the COVID. Hope everybody's doing good. We love you and we miss you.
Okay, thank you. Miss Hannah's call.
Hi, this is a message for Rigi Medrano at Polanski. Hey, my old man, I hope you're well and in good health and spirits. I will start with an apology for missing your call the other day. I was so upset, like 50% utter devastation, and the other 50% of me was absolutely furious that I missed it. I feel like I've spent countless weeks waiting for it to come and then to miss it while I was at work. and only by like 4 minutes as well. I checked the phone 4 minutes before and there was nothing. So it was just a real hard kick in the teeth. And yeah, I've been pretty gutted and miserable since. But I guess the waiting game begins all over again. I hope you managed to get hold of someone else to talk to though. And I'm very jealous of whoever it was. Anyway, wishing you a good start to the new year. I pray you remain happy, healthy, and safe. I hope to be able to see you in a few months when things calm down and open up, because let's be honest, it is a long overdue visit. But doesn't matter how long it takes, I will get there. I will be there. But until then, keep taking care. I hope the festive period has treated you well, and I have spent 99.9% of my time thinking of you. The other 0.1% of time has been me sitting here racking my brains about changing my flights for the umpteenth time, and yeah, it's starting to drive me a little bit loopy, all the chopping and changing, but it'll work out, I'm sure. 2021 has got to be better, surely. But I will say Happy New Year. You continue to be the highlight of each year. Regardless of what happens in the year, you always come out on top as the best thing about it, so long may that continue. I will catch you soon in the next few days. We'll be thinking of you, missing you, and hoping you turn up here during the week. So stay happy and smiling, and sending you lots of love. Okay, take care. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Miss Martha.
Hi, everybody. I want to give a shout out to my brother Guillermo in Darrington Unit. Hi, Guillermo. I love you. And I hope that when you get this message, you're in good spirits. Happy New Year's to you. And that's Donovan acting up. I can't wait to see you. I hope 2021 we'll be able to see you and visit you, because I really, really miss you. And I want to give you a big old teddy bear hug. And here goes Tommy. Tommy's going to say something to you too.
Guillermo, I love you. Happy New Year's. I hope to see you soon. Keep your head up. Bye.
And I don't know why he's trying to act shy, Guillermo, but we love you. We love you so much. Can't wait. I'll be waiting for you to call me. And I hope everything is good. Happy New Year's again. And yeah, I love you, Guillermo. Happy New Year's, everybody. Thank you, Prison Show.
Okay, I think the last recorded call was Miss Hannah, so we should be to Miss Janie now, I believe.
The shout out is from Humberto Garza, the Polensky unit. Hi, mijo, this is Tia Janie. Wanted to tell you we had a good Christmas. Got to see Andrea and the girls a little bit. Haven't seen Ashton since April. I pray that he is well. I want to tell you we got your card. Jason is up in Louisiana checking his house out. Gonna rent it again. I saw Charlie and Seth and Chuck just for a couple minutes when I went by. Seth has long hair. He looks like an Indian. But I want to remind you that as we celebrated Christmas this year, that God loves you and you are his creation, and that he always has us in mind. Keep your heads up, Polensky unit. Know who your creator is, and know that he has a plan and a purpose even where you are today. Remember the Apostle Paul that wrote most of the New Testament spent many days, many months in prison, and there God used him for the kingdom. Use what the Lord has given you. Even there where you sit today, God is merciful, God is good, and he is always has a good plan for us. I pray that you will all look forward to the new year, and the purposes will come to pass that God has in mind, not only for us, but for our country. Keep our country in prayer. It doesn't matter who sits at the presidency. God is still on the throne. We love you and we miss you all. Hope to see you all soon. God bless you, Polensky unit. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Okay, we're ready for Natalia's call.
I was gonna say Happy New Year to Gemo from Darrington, and we love you and we miss you very much, and we can't wait to see you.
Dad, I was in the oh God, I hate this.
He's a little nervous. But I just wanted to let you know that you are in our prayers and we're always thinking about you. And, you know, I just want you to stay safe and be healthy and keep your head strong. And we love you. Thank you. Thank you, Prison Show.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Jennifer, we're ready for Jennifer's call.
Hi, this message is for Humberto Garza. This is your cousin, Jenny. I just wanted to call in and leave a message for the new year. I hope you got our Christmas card that I sent you, and I hope you're doing well. We spent Christmas here just at home with the kids and their boyfriend and girlfriends, and did really nothing, just cooked and just chilled out with the kids. I took this week off of work, which I'm really grateful for since work has been extremely busy since it's what we call deductible season and everyone tries to get all their surgeries in before the end of the year. We have no plans on going home for New Year's either. We're just, hunkering down and staying, as they call it, in our little bubble here, not, interacting with anyone outside of our house to stay safe. But I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that visits return soon so that we can see you. And I pray that you're doing well. I know that you've been to the doctor several times since I last talked to you. So I hope all of that is that you're feeling better. But anyways, Primo, I just wanted to call and say hello and Happy New Year. I love you. Bye-bye.
Okay, we're ready for Felicia.
Hi,
Hey,
this
Felicia.
message this is for Devin at the East Cam unit. I just want to say Happy New Year and that we're all thinking about you and you've all been in our prayers, your mom, your sister, Uncle Jerry, and Daisy. We can't wait to come home and I hope you stay safe and I hope you stay safe during this COVID and everything else. And if you need anything, just let me know. Love you.
Thank you. We're ready for Miss Caitlin's call.
This is a shout out for Beto Garza and Plumsy. Hey Boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, staying safe and positive, and that there's a smile on your handsome face. I hope that you liked your presents and they put a huge smile on your face. I actually would have loved to seen your face when you opened the little box with your cross necklace in it. Well, it's 2021 now, so Happy New Year, Boo. We made it through 2020, otherwise known as Jumanji, the live show. But despite all the craziness, there was still some things to be grateful for, and that is the relationships we have. And 2020 taught us that the bonds we share are really the only things which matters. May all your dreams come true in 2021. Know that you're loved and that you're forever in my heart, thoughts, and prayers. My mom wishes you a Happy New Year too. Sending you big hugs wrapped up in love and magic. Good night and sweet dreams. And to everyone at the prison show, Happy New Year and a big, big thank you for making this happen.
Okay, thank you. Giovanna. Giovanna, we're ready for your call. You got to unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, Hank. This message is for Andres Vargas at FTC Houston. Hola, mi amor. I've been looking in the mail every day, but I haven't heard from you, so I hope that you're okay. I hope that you're feeling better and recuperating slowly but surely. I know this year was tough, but baby, have faith that next year will be better. I know it'll be better for everybody. So just want to let you know that I think about you every day. Wake up and go to sleep thinking about you and praying for you. And don't forget, 10 o'clock every night. I love you and I miss you dearly. And I miss you so much. Te quiero mucho, mi amorcito. Love you. Thanks, Hank.
Thank you. Lisa Marie.
Hello, this shout out is for my handsome, loving, strong, amazing husband, Shelton Lee, at Luther Unit. I want to give you a big New Year's Eve kiss. We'll be together at New Year's at 12 when the ball drops. No, we'll all be thinking of you. We love you. The babies love you. I wanted to also read a little something to my husband, who is very special and dear to me, of course. I love you, baby. Even though we are far apart, my heart feels you are near. I feel comfort in your arms. You take away all my fear. My one and only, I love you dearly and with all my heart. I pray every day that we're near forever. May we never be apart. When I count the stars that are up in the sky, for as much as they are, is as much as my love is for you. Look into my eyes and you see love I can't deny. You are the reason for my joy, the only one I miss. You are the love of my life, sweet and true. With you, I am safe. My happiness is only in you. I'm the luckiest woman in the world. This is all I can say. Knowing you're mine brightens my every day. I love you, baby. I also want to thank the prison show. Each and every week we get to send our love to our loved ones and let them know how special they are and how much we love and miss them. I want you to know that you really brighten a lot of people's day every week, and it's you just don't know how much you're appreciated. I wanted to just say thank you and Happy New Year. Thank you, Prison Show. I love you, baby. Big kisses at 12.
Thank you. 7799. Last four, 7799. 7799, unmute. All right, we're going to go ahead. 2388. We'll come back to you. 2388.
Thank you. I'm saying this shout out to my son Philip, that he's over there in Ferguson in the G unit. Happy New Year, son. Next year, son. This coming year, I mean. God knows, we know, soon you'll be home. I hope you got your boots, and hope you're doing well at work and you're starting your school. Do real good in your classes. Okay? You take care, son. From mom and dad, we love you. And all the people there with you, all the inmates, they're in G unit. Happy New Year's. God bless you all. We all pray for you. Soon you will be with your families. Take care. Prison Radio, I wish you a very happy New Year's. And thank you for letting me make my shout out. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Miss Lydia.
This shout out is for Beto. Hola, mijo. It's Monday the 28th at 11 a.m. and I'm here at home. I'll be going to the office tomorrow, God willing. Received an email from Agnes telling me that she received your lovely card. She was going to send you a card, but I told her about, well, probably a paper card. Everyone is fine and at home. Bingo's doing better. Theo Jr. just came by. He was on his way to therapy. He was wearing some special shoe he ordered to help him with his pain in his feet. Grant was down from Calallen. Him and Elma were down to see Charlotte for Christmas to bring her some gifts, but he didn't stop by. It's a windy day. It's going to be 84 degrees. It's going to be hot today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Wednesday night. There's a cold front coming in. It's supposed to get cold in the 40s. But here, wishing you a happy new year, mijo. Sending a strong, warm, happy new year hug. And my saludos to the guys, to Big Lou, to Jeff, to Rudy, Juan, Artie, Ruben, William, Eric, Blaine, Larry, Annabelle, and James. And know that you're thought of and in our prayers, and thanking everybody that makes this possible. I love you and I miss you, mijo. I was very happy to receive the call on Christmas. Be sure to put in your I-60 for another call in 30 days, okay? Love you, mijo. Cuídate. Bye, papacito.
7799, come to us. Unmute and speak to us. 7799, last four of your phone call, of your phone number. Okay, they might, oh, there they are. Hey.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to give a shout out to my blue-eyed baby, Steven, at the Gory Trustee Unit camp. I just want to let him know that I love him more than life. The kids are good. The family is good. For him to keep his head up, for him to continue to pray. Let him know that I got this out here, for him not to worry about anything but his health. I also want to give a shout out to all the guys in dorm number 2, Roe, Hood, 8 Ball, Bone, Will, Shorty, Trey, Little Third, Skillet, and Tim, and everyone at the Horse Barn. I want to say Happy New Year, and I love you, and this is coming from your wife, Alandy.
Okay, thank you. Let's see here. We've got Miss Patty on the calls, recorded calls.
Hello, this is Tia Patty, mijo. Calling for Beto for the Polinsky unit. Hey, mijito. I love you and miss you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Okay, I guess that's that. All right, thank you for the call. 0135, last four, 0135.
Yes, thank you. This shout out is going out to my brother Philip over at the Ferguson unit, G unit. Ace, mijo, we're here. We're all praying for you. I want you to keep your head up. We love you very much. Christmas was spent here in my little home, so you can just imagine we were busting out at the seams. It was good. It was good. It's not the same because you know how we do. We tell stories, go over the stories, and just sit here and laugh. But keep your head up. We love you very much. And here's a little message from the girls.
We love you, Uncle Philip.
Thank you. We love you. God bless you.
Thank you. I think we did Miss Patty, now Miss Rosa.
Buenas noches, este saludo para José Salvador a Darrington Unit. Hermano, te estamos aquí saludando para desearte que pases una feliz Nochebuena. Te queremos mucho y esperando, deseándote que este año venidero sea mucho más próspero, lleno de salud, de amor y de buenas noticias, de buenos acontecimientos. Te queremos mucho. Un saludo desde aquí, desde Maryland. Aquí te paso a Yvette y a Brittany. Con cariño para ti, hermano. Cuídese, lo amamos.
Hola, tío. This is Brittany. I hope you have a good New Year, and I hope you had a great Christmas. And yeah, I love you so much. Here is Ebeth. Love you.
Hi, Theo. Happy New Year. I hope this year brings us many blessings, and yeah, take care, and I love you. Happy New Year.
Okay. 0458. Last four, 0458. 0458. You need to unmute? I don't even see them now. Okay. Well, we'll go to the next one. 2388. 2388. Okay, they're not muted. Oh, now they're muted. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. 0458 again. We'll try you one more time here and then come back to you later. Okay, 4945. 4945. Okay, we'll come back to you later. Marie. Hello, Marie.
Hey. This shout out is for my husband, Paul David at the Ferguson unit. Hey babe. Just coming on here real quick to let you know that I love you and that I miss you. Also, Happy New Year's. Ya verás, cosas buenas vendrán for us this coming year. You know, God is good and, you know, hemos mirado muchas cosas, so, you know, I'm right about this. But anyways, take care and hope to hear from you soon. Saran babe. Thank you guys.
Thank you. And Miss Stacy, the last recorded call.
This is to my husband's Sporty Black at East Town unit. Hey, sweetheart, this is your wife, kissing you, our blues chaser, and a very happy new year. Yeah, it's a Monday afternoon on the East Coast, and not yet New Year's, but it will be when you get this. Yeah, baby, happy New Year's. And we trust better and good things happen this 2021 year. The girls are doing good. I'm doing well. The holiday brought us some sood. You sounded delicious all up in my ear. I've heard from you the 12th, 18th. Yeah, a little bit delayed, but I got it, and that's what matters. I also got the 12th, 21st. I sent you some money, so get receipt of it. And I also sent you 3 envelopes this morning, too. We heard from Bo. Yeah, a Christmas Day call. He sends his love, and he said to tell you Bullock died. Yeah, he died of the COVID. Yeah, sad news, and hoping for a better 2021. Otherwise, Bo's doing okay. We're speaking on it in our pages. Baby, this is just a long, deep kiss and tight hugs. I'm out here all yours as you are mine. Stay healthy, and sweetheart, stay strong and stay focused. Oh yeah, baby, I also got your supportive card, and thanks. Yeah, that appointment's tomorrow. All will be well, I know. Us healthy. I love you, baby. I love you so deeply. I love you, Sporty. We're solid. Please take care and take the precautions. Mwah. I love you, baby.
0458. Last four, 0458. You need to unmute. Okay, moving on. 4945. 4945. Well, now you're muted again.
Hello?
There you go.
Hello, how are you?
I'm like $1 million every day.
That's a good thing. My name is Stacia. I was calling to send a shout out to my son, DeQuandrance Bell. He's at the Luther unit. I just want to let him know that for him to keep his head up and that he has a family here that loves him, and we're ready for him to come home. 2021 is going to be his year. And I just want him to have a happy new year and a happy birthday. His birthday is January the 11th. So keep your head up, son. Stay prayed, and just know you'll be home soon. And we love you.
Well, thank you for the call.
Yes, sir. And y'all have a great day.
All right, y'all too. Happy New Year.
Same to you.
All right, I'm going to go one more time to 0458. 0458. Going, gone. 0687.
Hola, buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Hola, este saludo es para mi hijo Jan Ramírez. Hola, hijo. Aquí saludando a mi niño hermoso, deseándole que se encuentre bien y desearle que este año sea de muchas bendiciones, de llamadas, de cartas, de emails, de visitas para usted, mi niño, y para todos los compañeros que tiene ahí con usted, como a Félix, a Edgardo, a Joseph, y un saludo especial para el monstruito, ¿verdad? También el saludo para él. Gustavito, hijo, cuídate mucho, Dios te bendiga, mi hijo, y te guarde siempre, mi niño hermoso. Te amo tanto, mi hijo, te quiero mucho. Felicidades, hijo. Este año va a ser de buenas bendiciones para todos ustedes. Ay, salúdenme los muchachos, y tú cuídate mucho, hijo. Nosotros estamos bien, no te preocupes por nosotros ni por tu hijo está bien, hijo. Cuídate tú mucho. Hasta pronto, mi niño hermoso. Gracias por el programa, Mr. Feliz año nuevo. Gracias.
Gracias. 3774. Last four, 3774. Unmute.
Yes,
All right,
hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm calling for my brother, Philip Gallegos, at the G unit, also known as ACE. My brother, Philip, he also has a birthday coming up on the 11th of January. I wish you a blessed week and the rest of the year. I know that you feel blessed every day, but you continue reading from the Lord's book and also helping those who need to hear from the Lord. Know that Grandma and Grandpa also are watching over you. You know what I mean. We all miss you very much. We love you. We pray for you every day. And we hope and pray that this is our year for our family. Okay? So we know that if you concentrate really, really hard, Philip, and you visualize what you want, it will come true. I am doing the same. Dad's doing the same. So know that good things are coming your way. And to those who believe in the Lord and are doing the same, good things will come. Stay safe, be careful, and know that we love you and we don't forget about you ever. Happy New Year and be blessed. Thank you very much for allowing us to do this. And I'm done.
Okay, thank you. All right, folks, we got to keep it short here. Less than a minute, please, everybody. A little bit less than a minute because we're really running short on time here. 0458, last call. Okay. Now, Lavina, Miss Lavina.
Hello, everyone. Hope y'all had a good holiday here and looking forward to the new year. My shout out is for Jeffrey Perkins and P Wing at the High Tower unit. Sweetheart, I love you so much. Just know that you have a woman that is praying with you and for you every day, covering you in prayer. I'm looking forward to just growing spiritually with you. 2020 has been, wow, a year, right? We both experienced deaths, even some deaths through COVID in both of our families, a couple people, and it's been difficult. One thing I can honestly say is that through it all, our love survived, and I'm so grateful for that. So many people, you know, in these relationships don't make it, but here we are over 2.5 years later. Who'd have known from 20 years ago we would be where we are now. So I'm looking forward to spending the best years of my life with you. Through everything that's happened this year, you've made it so much more easier to get through. And so I thank you for that. I thank God for you and for who you are. You're so special to me. So Everything is okay. Everybody's all right out here with your dad and everybody. And we're just all waiting for you to come home and be the president of our household. So, sweetheart, I love you so much. Happy New Year, baby. The best is yet to come for us. You're my love forever. Listening to our song, sweetheart. Love you for life.
All right, Lavina. Miss Josie, we're ready for your call.
Hello. I want to send out two special shout outs to one to my husband Jonathan, who is in the holiday unit. Happy New Year's, mi negrito chulo. We love and miss you. Keep your head up. Love your wife Josie and Gisele. And also to my cousin Guillermo Munoz, who's in the Darrington unit. Happy New Year's, cuz. We love and miss you as well. From your cousins Gisele and Josie. Thank you, the prison show, for this.
Happy New Year. Donzie.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi. All right, this is for Sean Sugar on the WIN unit. Hey, Cheater, I hope you're happier and doing better. Thank God this year is over. I talked to Heidi, and she filled me in on what's going on with you, but you'll be okay once you two have your video visit. Carol said she sent you a letter and the documents that you have to sign, so get on that and mail them back. Have a happy birthday and make 2021 a better year. Also, I want to say hi to Bubba Brown from Jester 3 Trusty Camp. How's my favorite dad doing? Thank you for your Christmas cards and letters. They made my week. I wrote back and I filled you in on the craziness that's been going on the last few days. I spent my weekend shoveling and snow blowing. We had a snowstorm here that snowed for 2 days straight, but I kept all the guys busy by shoveling and snow blowing my driveway. I start my second job this week, anything to keep myself busy and keep my mind off of everything that's going on. Plus, I have to pay for that trailer. Let me know which date is good to schedule the visit. And I got to catch you up on what's going on with our boy. I haven't talked to him, but I get updates on him daily. Anyway, I'm still looking forward to 2021 so I can put 2020 behind us once and for all. It's our year. So keep your head up, stay cool, stay you, and I'll talk to you next year.
All right. Thank you. Jessica. Oh, Jessica.
Hello, Prison Show. This shout out is for my husband, Robert, and his boys, Tony, Stutter, and Big Dog, and A-Line at Darrington. Hi, guys. Hope you all are behaving, keeping warm, and in the best of spirits. Remember, the Latin angels are always watching over y'all. Hope you all have a happy New Year's as well. Well, mi amor, just wanted to tell you I love you and miss you like crazy. You can't even imagine. Kiddos and my suegros say hi, that they love and miss you, and wishing you a happy New Year's as well. Just today, I mailed out mine and Natalie's letters. Baby, I'm really hoping and praying to God these are our first and last holidays away from each other. Despite our current situation, we can't complain. You know, 2020 was a good year to both of us, but I know 2021 and the future will be even better. Just hang in there, baby. You know that no matter what, I'll always love you. Te volvería a elegir en esta vida y la siguiente. I hope you have a good night, mi amor. Sweet dreams, and hope I talk to you soon. I love you so, so much. Have a good night. Thanks, Prison Show.
Thank you. About 30 or 45 seconds each, folks. Elsa. Well, now I don't even see Elsa. Okay, we're going to move on. Judy.
Good evening. This shout out is for Rodney Reed. Hey, R, Happy New Year. Mailed out batch number 67 today, 51 pages. It won't get there till Thursday. I did send it priority, but it's taken extra time. Everything's fine here. It was nice to hear from you last week, even if it was a terrible connection. I had a really time hearing you, but it was great to hear your voice. Just want you to know I miss you and love you, and I will talk to you soon. Sending you lots of hugs and kisses. Stay strong. Keep the faith. Continue to hope and dream. Our dreams are alive and well. Thinking of you and praying for you. 560-626. Good night and sweet, sweet dreams. Happy New Year. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
iPhone Claudia.
Good evening. Happy New Year, everybody. Mi amor, espero que hayas tenido una bonita Navidad. Te mando muchos besos y espero que tengas un bonito año nuevo. Gracias, mi amor, por estos 3 años que me has hecho muy, muy, muy feliz. Happy New Year. Cuídate mucho, mi amor. Sabes que te amo y ahí te van a mandar un saludito.
Feliz año nuevo, Greg.
Ok, mi amor, cuídate mucho, muchas bendiciones. Te mandé dos cartas y te mandé eso también, ok? I love you, I love you, I love you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Julie?
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Hey there. My shout out is for Rodney. Hey, Rodney, I hope you're doing well. I miss you. I love you. I know it's going to be a happy new year for you because I'll be able to see you in the new year, I'm sure. And you're going to get out. Ta-da. I predicted it. Anyways, I love you. Just keeping it short because that's what I'm supposed to do. Today went well. No resolution on the paper, but I'll update soon. All right. Peace. Love everybody. Thank you. Goodbye, Rodney.
Thank you. 9874. Yep. Go ahead.
Hello. Big shout out to my son Wes there in Pulaski. Happy New Year, son. Thinking about you. Love you. Just want to let you know that we're always praying for you. And here's Paula. She can say a few things.
Hey, Wesley. We're just sitting here watching a movie on TV. We went to my mom's on Christmas, and my brother and his 3 boys were there. We had a really good Christmas. My mom fixed a ham and a big bowl of potato salad. Your dad loves a potato salad. But anyway, he went by there today, and we couldn't find our slippers, so we found some slippers, and he took them by and then put some batteries in our alarm thing outside, or lights. So anyway, we just want to tell you that we love you and have a happy new year, and we're thinking of you all the time. So you take care. We love you. Bye.
All right. Thank y'all very much. 2903. 2903. 2903. You need to unmute. All right. We have to move on. Cecilia.
Hi. So this message is for Andres Vargas at FDC Houston, and I just wanted to let you know that I love you and I miss you, and I have someone that wants to say hi.
Hi, Junior. Miss you. Hope you had a good 2020, better than a lot of other people out there. Hope you get better with everything that's happened. Love you. Miss you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ellen. Hello, Ellen.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. This is a shout out to my son, Paddock Collins at the WIN unit. I would just like to tell him a happy new year and to take care and keep his head up, and everything is going to work out for good. And I appreciate the prison show, and I think his sister would like to say hello too.
Merry Christmas, Paddock. I love you.
And Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year.
Thank you, prison show. Peace and love.
Thank you. Tiffany.
Hi, this is Tiffany calling for Rodney Reed at the Polensky unit. Happy New Year, Rodney, and thank you everybody at KPFT. Good night.
Thank you. Amanda.
Hi, yes. I just want to send a shout out to my husband, Sammy, at the Darrington unit. They call him Sambo. Sammy, I love you and I miss you so much. You're always in my prayers. You'll be home soon. Believe continue to manifest that into existence. God's plan is far from what those people think it is. He holds the pen to this chapter in your life, not them. I'll see you soon, my love. Love you and take care. Happy New Year.
Okay, we've got to keep moving.
Hello,
okay.
hello.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing me this time to give shout out to Ernesto Ordaz over at the East Ham unit. I wanted to say Happy New Year, and I hope this new year is greater than last year's, with blessings from the Lord himself. And keep your head up, Remember to stay focused. Keep your eyes on Jesus. And don't let go of his unchanging hand. For he knows the plans that he has for us, and they're for good, and to prosper us, and to give us an expected end. Hello to everybody else at the Ham and everybody else at TDCJ, to Chris, to Little E, to El Peluche. Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year. God bless y'all. Stay safe, stay well, stay focused, and keep your heads up. Still praying. Thank y'all. Thank you, Prison Show. Have a blessed New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you. 6657. Unmute.
Hello.
Yes.
This is Julie for Georgia. Do a shout out for my nephew Wesley. It's Kalinsky unit. Just want you to know that we're thinking about you and that we love you. And I hope you had as good of Christmas as you could. And I hope you have a good New Year's. Stay strong. Keep your head up, sweetie. And know that we're all thinking about you always and in our prayers. God bless you and keep you safe. Good night, guys. Have a safe and happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. 3252.
Hello, this shout out goes to Isidro. Hey, mijo, just wanted to tell you that I love you and it was good to hear your voice. Tomorrow I have my surgery, so as soon as I get out, I'll send you a JPay. And I just want to tell you I love you and I miss you very much. Let me pass the phone to Dad.
Hi, mijo. It was nice hearing your voice, mijo, and I love you, and you take care in there, and just hoping to see you soon. So you take care, mijo. Love you. Good night.
Hey, mijo, it's me, Tia Rachel. I love you, miss you, hope to see you soon. Always remember, pray. I love you, mijo. Good night. Thank you. Love you, mijo.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
I think that's our last caller for the evening. Anybody else that hasn't spoken, time to unmute and speak now. I think these are all accounted for.
I haven't
Okay.
gone.
Oh, okay.
Thank you guys for letting me go. I'll be quick. My shout out is for Philip, also known as Country at the Luther unit. I love you, baby. I'm always thinking about you. Happy New Year. All my kisses are with you. Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you. All right. I think that wraps us up for all our callers. Everybody stay tuned for Rebel Radio.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all.